So if each group could put the one property that they are responsible for on the whiteboard, there might be some conversations we need to have.
But I don't know if the -1 has to be, but I don't think it does. Right?
Wait, so she isn't
What did you say for the range? Would it be from like 0 from 0 to 2? I know that your schools. So, from 0 to 4.
Yeah, I did hard bracket 0.
I just did group 4. What did you get?
I didn't
Negative.
find it. So you can go back. It'd be second and left one from Scott, from the left one from
5. What did you get for F2? Oh, sorry. 5.
follow the graph.
Right here.
I don't even choose.
What'd you guys get for F of 2?
Yeah, it comes.
like
Group
the
6.
limits, from both the limits to from the left, and then it has a like,
This is what you got.
well, yeah, I know one's from the
See it?
side.
What'd you guys get for?
For 2 from the left.
Yeah, so wait, how is it is not, oh,
It's not exciting. No. Sophia, what'd you guys get for increasing? Can you show me?
0,
0 has the hard bracket and 2. Okay. Ashley and Ella? All right, let's check and see if we agree. Domain. Domain is all of the X values that are allowed to go in. So, do we agree that it's hard bracket 0 to 2? No? Spencer, what would you say?
I said -1 to 2.
Okay. Round on both? What do you guys think? Leah's agreeing with the second one, Chloe's agreeing with the second one. Okay. So where do the X values start reading from left to right? -1 to 2, open, open, so round brackets on both. I agree with the adjustment. Okay, range, Y values. Starting from the bottom, put the low numbers first. It starts at 0, it's colored in, so square bracket on the 0 up to round bracket at the 4. I agree. Y-intercept, where does it hit the y-axis? The coordinate 0, 0. What is the x-intercept? We didn't ask, but also 0, 0. Okay. F of -1. F of -1, undefined. It's a big circle. It's open, so it's not defined. Same with F of 2, so I agree with both of those. The limit as x approaches 1. From the left and the right, the functions go into the same place. I agree with this one. As we approach 2, from the left-hand side, from the side that has negatives on it, we can't get to 4, but we're getting really, 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 really close. So if you had to guess where you would be, I agree. -1 from the left side. That's going to 2. And then the discontinuity, I would also agree, I would say there's no discontinuity. There's like holes at the ends, but I wouldn't call those discontinuities. And I'm not gonna ask that, because it's a little bit unfair. Increasing interval, increasing from reading left to right. If this was your stock price would be rising from 0 to 2. If you have round brackets, that's fine also. It's safer to have round brackets for both of these than the square. Decreasing interval, -1 to 0, I agree. Yes?
Why is it safe to have round brackets?
Because if, for example, this was an open circle, it's not defined there, it can't, like, it would be an open increasing. And if you're gonna have it square on this side, it should have been square on the decreasing side too, and I don't like it to be increasing and decreasing at the same time, it just sounds.
So if it, would someone get points off if that was square?
No,
But what if all the circles were closed? Would it,
if all the circles were closed, then domain would change, range would change. But increasing and decreasing could have square or.
Okay.
But you can't have a square bracket on here
Yeah.
on this side because it's not defined there. Sorry, Tim.
Isn't -1 from the left undefined?
Oh, okay, -1 from the left. I read it as from the right. So -1 from the left, -1 from this side. He's right. Yes?
Why can I discontinuity?
Why is there no discontinuity? Okay, kindergartner test of continuity. Can I put my little crayon down and draw the whole shape without picking it up? So it's continuous. Okay, so we're jumping around in the packet because I want to make sure that you guys get exposure to all of the types of problems. Some of you already started on the first problem on the front, but try this one next. Can you graph?
So I have it, you can still have the point here.
But you did -3, but it dumps, it doesn't include that. I think, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. What piece?
And keep in mind, tomorrow, we will let you use the little 4-function calculators if you want them now to practice with and get used to them, because some of you were unhappy with how the negatives work. I can bring them around. Does anybody else wanna? Charles, yes, no? Yes? Anyone else wanna, Sophia, could you just grab one from there?
Oh, yeah.
Anyone else want to practice? Yes? Jane Gideon, yes, no?
No, I have one.
If anyone changes their mind, they're on the back wall.
This one's the right. Because everything in that's correct, that should be later than. Yeah. This thing's
So for graphing, some of you are struggling a lot with which side to put where. I saw some people giving themselves notes like, hey, this is numbers bigger than 1. At the place where it breaks, it doesn't matter if it says equals or not, put that number in your table. I am doing more than just making an XY table. I am saying which Y value, which piece of the function I'm working with. So for numbers bigger than 1, I'm going to use the 2x minus 3. I circled the 1 in my table to tell myself that it's an open circle there. So I'm going to plot the coordinate 1, negative 1, but I'm going to make it open. And then with geometry, is really how I did this. From that coordinate, go up the slope amount, up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1. For the other side, starting at 1, 0, and why did I go to negative 2 instead of negative 1? Because half of negative 2 is a nice number. Do you agree with my graph or no? Yes?
Your point at 1 is supposed to be at 1.5, not just at 1.
At x equals 1,
Yeah.
I am at 1.5. It's,
Oh, okay.
it's a tiny or a small grid, yeah, sensitive.
How many points do ones like?
3 at least. And if it's a curve, like a quadratic, 4 or 5. Okay, what's the domain? Dylan, what's the domain?
Negative infinity, infinity.
All the numbers, it's defined everywhere. Boys, what's the range? All the y values, because burbling up from the depths of hell, these guys come up, it overlaps in this place and goes on up. What, how would you describe it? Gene Gideon, 1 from the left.
Is it not? Like,
Does it not exist?
yeah.
Arden, what do you think? You think it does exist? What would it be? Infinity? Ashley, which of these, the top branch or the bottom branch, which of these gives me the numbers from 1 on the less than side? The bottom one. So for numbers coming from the left, that side, of 1, not infinity, but when we're coming up to 1, where does the y value appear to go? It's going to 3 over 2, or 1.5, or 1.5, however you're going to write that. Allie, what's the y value when we're going at 1 from the right? Negative 1. I mean, what is the limit at 1 itself?
Does not exist.
Does not exist. If you need 2 fingers to point to where it's going, you don't know. But Joaquin, what is the function at 1 itself? Is it defined or not? Yes, when x actually equals 1, what's the value? This is the one that says equals, so when x is equal to 1, what is the y value? Plug in 1 for x.
So you want me to do 1/2 times
1 plus 1.
plus 1? Isn't it just 1.5?
Yeah. Jasper, how would I write right and behavior?
As x approaches negative
right end is
Right, X
positive.
approaches positive infinity, f of x, x infinity closer to
Where's the y value going?
positive infinity.
Positive infinity. Ella, is it continuous? No? What kind of discontinuity do we see and where is it?
Jump.
At what x value?
1.
Yes. That make sense? Any issues, any questions, any concerns? Okay. So find the inverse and tell me the domain of the inverse. This is page 6.
So that's this side. So 2 negative times 1 divided by 2 plus 1. So you gotta hit the number first and then the minus sign. Good?
Guys, how do we start in finding the inverse from algebra 2, Alicia? Swap the x and the y. Yes? It could be weird. So Alicia said, trade the x and the y. And then what do we need to do, Samara?
You add 15 on both sides.
Add 15 to both sides. And Tessa's like, really? Do we multiply by 3 here? Yeah. We're gonna get a big number. Woo. Okay. Hello, welcome back. So when I distribute it out, what do I get, Holiday?
3x plus 45.
It's a crazy thing, but yeah, sure. 45, it's a big number. Yes, Spencer?
On the delta math, it would let you leave the 3, not distribute it. For
Okay.
This, do we have to distribute?
Probably. What's the domain? Chloe, what do we get for the domain of the inverse? Are there any x values we need to kick out? No? So the domain is all real numbers. Yes?
Can you write all real numbers?
I prefer you guys to stay with the interval notation. Some people are using the funny R. You guys know the funny R means all real numbers? And some people write the words all real numbers. I prefer the interval notation. Yeah, Natalie?
How do you know that's a domain?
So the way we check domain is really, what are we not allowed to put in there? So we're not allowed to divide by 0. Am I dividing by anything here? I mean, I'm dividing by 1, but that 1 is never going to be 0. Am I square rooting anything? No, so I'm allowed to multiply any number you can think of by 3. And then I'm allowed to add 45 to it. So there was nothing I had to throw out.
So could you do the second one that's like next to that?
Sorry, the second one, which was,
It's like f of x equals 4x squared plus 10.
4 squared plus 10? Okay, so how do we start it?
Swap the X
And then subtract the 10. And then divide by 4. And I put the square root in, so I need to think about, wait, that would have been a plus or minus, but we're finding inverse. I want only one equation. Are there restrictions on this guy's domain? On this inverse? Ashley's saying yes, Sophia's saying yes. Yeah,
Why wouldn't you take the square root before dividing by 4?
before dividing by 4?
Yeah.
Okay. If I square root here, everybody is under the square root, and I will get the square root of x minus 10 equals the square root of 4 and the square root of y. These are the same answer.
You couldn't have the square root x minus 10 over 4?
All right, square roots,
It's the domain of
getting there, getting there. Hold on, so issues with the square roots. I can pull them apart. I can do the square root of the top of the fraction over the square root of the bottom of the fraction. Which is why Tessa's answer like this will be the same as my answer there. And then there was the question, how do we find the domain of the inverse? Am I dividing by anything? Yeah, I'm dividing by 4. When does 4 equal 0? It doesn't, so I don't have to worry about that. There's no divide by 0. However, there are square roots, yeah.
I was just gonna have like, what we think the domain.
Okay,
Would it be, 10, comma, infinity?
what kind of bracket on the 10, round or square? Yeah.
Round, square.
Square.
Yeah.
Okay, so that square root is up top. Am I allowed to do square root of 0? Yes. Am I allowed to divide by 0? No. So she said, her group said, this stuff in there, which I had the over 4, that all needs to be bigger than 0 to be okay. Multiplying both sides by 4, that goes away. What is 0 times 4? 0, okay. So then the domain of the inverse here is what she said. 10 to infinity, and then 0 squared. Includes the 10 because we can do the square root of 0. Okay, some of you are all the way on back. I want to make sure, yeah, Jonathan?
I have a question about something.
On the, oh, one of those.
So, for like increasing, if it's going to.
Uh-huh,
is that
negative
like
infinity to 1, and decreasing,
would it be-
when is your stock price falling? From 1 on up.
So it just keeps going.
Yeah, 1 to infinity. Not a none. So fix it.
Oh, wow, so no.
Hold on. Guys, I want to make sure that you can do this. Please fix the typo on the back. That's supposed to be a -2 on the bottom as well. Allie?
I have a question about the last one.
Oh, question about the last one? Okay, guys, fix that so that I can see what her question was.
How do you know when to use the line under the, next one?
Is it like?
If I'm allowed to have
Is it
0 or
even if
not.
you flip
If that
the
square root is in the
y?
denominator, I'm gonna drop it because I'm not allowed to equal 0. I can square root 0, but I can't divide by 0. So it's like,
Yeah.
This one, but it's like that.
Okay.
square root of x, that's
So I
good.
think that's, okay, I think
1 over square root of x,
It's like over the X and then over.
round bracket.
yeah, that makes
Okay?
sense.
No, I was gonna do the second one and see if I got the zero
So this keeps going.
Mhm.
So that would be all of this, right?
Mhm.
So it'd be all.
Nope. Where's the lowest Y value?
But then keep going, right?
And is it a round bracket or square bracket on? The opposite of round.
Well, you
Question?
get 3x minus 12.
So for this one. So if you
Well, yeah, so to undo subtract, the opposite. Uh-huh. Good. Now, how do we do this? This is what you're missing.
This one I missed, and also the inverse.
Right. It's inverted too, but this, to make it continuous, I want the two sides to come together to the same number.
Oh, you plug in -1,
So,
and then you send it equal to.
what I plug, am I plugging in -2 for the x?
Plug in -2 for the x, so,
You just get x back.
wow. It would be lovely if the board works. But what do I do with them? Now that I just plug it in -2 for the x.
Yes, it's right there, yes.
Wait for a key of x, you win.
Okay, so somebody who wasn't here when we did this just said, so do I just plug in the place where it breaks in the function definition? Do I plug in that -2 for x and then set them equal? Which is also what I heard Holiday explaining to someone else. Absolutely, yes, that's what you do. And then you do the arithmetic. 3 times -2 is -6. What is half of -2 without a calculator? Somebody was just opening the calculator. What is it?
1.
Almost
-1.
-1. So if a equals -12, this will be a continuous function. What do you think, guys? How do you feel? Spencer's not sure. It's like, I feel hungry. Sorry, I'm just projecting teenager. So the kinds of things you need to be able to do, understand stuff about these piecewise functions. What do you think? Really? Yes? No? Okay, checking that you guys can do f of g of x still. Yes, sir.
If it's asking for the domain, do I have to write the intervals as well?
I would prefer the interval notation.
Alright.
So that's, you're doing, yeah, don't have it. Ooh,
Miss Pascal,
yes.
does this look right? The second one?
Add it to both sides. Yes.
How'd you get 13? How did you get 13?
Would it be like this?
Yes. Yep, yep.
Miss Pascal?
Yep.
I think I missed this yesterday because I have no idea what 1 to 1
Can someone explain what 1 to 1 is? Like, is this picture?
passes the horizontal and vertical line test.
Are you sure? Because your math sucks. But, yeah, 6.
Okay, test.
Emmy says it needs to pass the horizontal and vertical line test. Vertical line test is it a function? So does it hit the line once when I pass this vertical line? Yes. So it passes the vertical line test, so it's a function.
No.
She said it also needs to pass the horizontal line test, so what do you think?
So is that where it hits the
does it hit the horizontal line once?
Yes.
1, 2, 3,
Oh,
4.
you mean vertical?
Oh my god.
This is horizontal.
Oh, yeah.
Guys.
So does it pass the horizontal line?
I was right.
No, because it's a
Right, so,
No, no, 6 plus 7 is 13. How is 6 plus 6 is 20? Yeah,
okay, guys, can we talk about this for a second? So if a function is not one-to-one, we need to make restrictions on it. Because what an inverse is, you guys said yesterday, you trade the x and the y. So this coordinate 2.7, 2.7 is gonna be 2.70. So that guy's gonna go here. And this coordinate is gonna go, I don't know, -1.5, 2 is gonna be 2, -1.5. So this curve is gonna do this business. Is that inverse now reflected, is that a function? No, because it fails the vertical line test all over the place. So if I want my inverse to be a function, I need to restrict stuff. I'm gonna have to like clip a piece of this. This is gonna be really important when we do trig and trig inverse. I just need you to understand kinda that it's going to exist and that we have to restrict things. Like on a computer, can you control Z everything? Sometimes you cannot. You cannot control Z deleting a file often. If you delete it, if you delete off of YouTube, it makes you check a box that acknowledges, yes, I am good with permanently deleting this. Ella, what's your question?
So if it's not one-to-one?
This one is not one-to-one.
So it's always gonna be restrictions if it's not one-to-one?
Correct.
Will they ask us what the restricted domain is?
Will we ask what is the restricted domain eventually? Like on these guys, so there was an inverse here. If you got an algebraic one like this, yes, I would expect you to be able to say, here's my inverse. I got this messy business. There's gonna be problems when I do square roots of negatives. I need to restrict the domain. I would expect you to be able to do this, but graphically, like, what is the restriction of this? We're not there yet. And even, odd, neither, do you guys remember the test? Okay, okay, what was the something else? Page, sorry, getting over there is hard. Page 3?
Yeah, how would you make that second graph odd?
Okay. Sorry, trying to pull it up. How would you make that second graph odd? Well, this guy. Okay. Don't do that. Why did all the controls disappear? Okay, odd functions say so the coordinate 0, 1 is on this, so 0, -1 should be on it. The coordinate, you can also pick it up and turn it upside down. The coordinate -3, -2 is on there. When I turn that upside down, it becomes +3, +2. and it was an open circle, it's gonna be an open circle. And this makes kind of a part of a circle, so I'm gonna do part of a circle. And let's see, this coordinate, -4 is gonna become 4, +4. Kinda weird. And for it to be an even function, so -2.3, +2.3, -3, -2, +3, -2. -4, -4, +4, -4. Even functions fold like a butterfly. Odd functions spin around the origin. We will post the answer key later today. Check Canvas to see how it's going.
I think I can do the same thing.
Y'all ready? Tara's like, maybe. Yeah. It's a big test, guys. It's a test. It's 40 points. Do well on it. 40 points. Like, oh my goodness, 40 points. It's a lot. 4-0. Yes. Sure. It's a test.